Hola, bienvenidos a todos a nuestro sueño mexicano.
Welcome to our channel, Our Mexican Dream. Today is a little bit different episode than we've been doing normally, but we're kind of excited about this one because it's something we really want to talk about. And it's things not to do in Mexico, part 1, primarily for the Americans.
Yeah, because it's the people need to know.
It's the only other country that we've ever been in, so we can't compare it to anything else but the United States. So, yeah. So, go ahead. You want to start first?
Number one.
Okay, I'll do number one. Number 1, things not to do in Mexico. Do not travel without your own toilet paper and pesos for a public toilet. That is huge here.
Oh yeah.
Very different from the United States. That was the biggest shocker when I first got here, was traveling anywhere, no matter where we went, and we had to stop and use the restroom, and you have to pay for the toilets in probably 95% of the places here. The only places that we've seen that where you don't have to pay for the toilet is like the big stores, like
so if you go to a restaurant,
or restaurants, or Shadradway, or Soriana, or Walmart.
Yeah, big stores.
But gas stations, you're gonna pay 5 pesos every time.
Yeah. Or if you don't find a gas station, sometimes have any business, tiny
Yeah.
business, you have big sign, 5 pesos for using bathroom.
You can see a big wooden sign, someone spray paint, baño, 5 cents or 5 pesos.
5 pesos.
And because like there's a lot of places from driving from one place to another where you're not going to find a gas station for a long way. So people actually make money off of letting people use their bathroom. But
but we don't go too far. But the area where we live, right now is 2 new gas stations. The distance between 2 main cities, where we live in almost in the middle, and the distance is probably like 80 miles, and that 80 miles no gas station. But that was before. But right now had 2 gas stations, but I feel for sure in different in other places still had that kind of problem, no gas station.
So yeah, that's number 1. Don't travel without your own toilet paper. And the reason why without the toilet paper is a lot of times you go to these gas stations or wherever it is, and they don't have toilet paper in there. This also applies to places that don't even charge. I've been in a few restaurants before where I went into the restroom and there was no toilet paper anywhere, not in any of the stalls. So it's always good to carry your own toilet paper.
Number 2, things not to do in Mexico. Okay. But my experience, sharing to everybody watching our video, it's very important if you decided, like you decided from United States to come into Mexico using your own car. So my recommendation, making sure, like, in United States we don't have that kind of problem, like everybody there using any car, and they depend by the car, and it depend what kind of car you're driving. Almost I saw a lot of people is like having like HGV, and the tire is a little too big. Like more here in Mexico, what people using so much is a small car, like 4-cylinder, like I don't know what I can say.
They're always those like tiny compact cars.
Yeah, and the tire is so small.
You see a lot of SUVs, but usually not around here, around the communities, around the center, mostly in the cities. It's mostly just these tiny cars.
Yeah, and the big problem here is if you're coming from the United States using HGV or truck, making sure you bring it, if it's possible, carry on. Sorry, it's gonna be a little issue hard for you if you come into a vacation, but you need to bring at least 2 tires.
So bring extra tires.
Yes, because it's a huge, I don't like it to say a problem, but it's a problem.
It is a problem.
You cannot find it like easy. The size like here, this kind of tiny car is very popular, having the side,
Yeah.
but the ring 12, 13,
Yeah.
14, 15
If you,
is
yeah,
too much.
you need anything over a size 15, you're
Like
gonna have
16,
a hard time
17,
finding
yeah,
yeah,
ring 17, 18, like me, like I have car, and my car, the side the ring is 17. It's so hard finding this kind of area. So the only way I find it is like in the city. The more close city is like 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know.
And then it's expensive.
And
it's like super expensive.
If you want a used one, it's almost the price,
Yeah.
but a new one, because a lot of people not using that kind of side. So my recommendation, if you decide one day coming with HGV car, make sure you bring if it's possible, two tires. Yeah, because you're not gonna find it like easy. And also the road.
Oh yeah.
Is like
And you're guaranteed to need to switch your tire eventually.
Yeah,
because
that
the roads
is for
are
sure.
terrible.
That nothing like the same like in the United States, like the freeway. Yeah, nothing. Here, the road is very bad.
Yeah.
Very bad, and sometimes area like no, it's a freeway like the highways.
Highway or back roads,
Yeah.
definitely, they're just really bad. They're okay when you get closer to the cities, the big cities, but everywhere else that we've been, the roads are pretty bad. There's potholes everywhere. How many times have we had to change tires so far?
Oh, I get it like almost traumatized driving my car for just in between February, March, and April, in 3 months. Just almost I changed probably like 5 times.
Yeah, that's the amount of you change your tire 5 times, probably in a couple of years in the United States, but here it's like all the time for us. We don't know about everybody else, but we're talking about our personal situation.
And another important thing is making sure you bring a light, battery light or
all
something.
that stuff, because the roads are long.
Yeah, and for air.
Portable air inflator, tire inflator.
You need air for one tire is low or something. You can put your own air. Yeah, making sure. And what else?
Jumper cables.
Yeah. So that is very important. That kind of stuff, find it easy in this kind of area, like here in Mexico, more in community area, you're not gonna find it. So make sure you bring everything. This thing is very important when you come into Mexico. So.
We know that that's something that you should do even in the United States. We're not saying you have to drive with these things in Mexico, but not in the United States. But the difference is, in Mexico you're more likely to have to use it. So
there, I believe in the United States, if you need help, you can ask it to any person can carry it. If you forget one day or you feel too much, like you can ask any person stop
probably
and have it.
Probably has it.
Here in Mexico, no. Everybody here in Mexico, just jump in the car and like, God.
Or mostly, they jump on their motorcycle. Most people don't even, where we live, most people don't even drive cars, so
yeah, and nobody carry out that kind of stuff.
No.
Everybody just jump in the car and start driving like, God bless me, and this expecting God fell from the sky and fixing society or make it the like
green angels. Hope the green angel passes by.
Yeah, sounds funny, but sounds almost like that.
Yeah. Number 3 thing not to do in Mexico is come here and expect to find all of the brands that you typically buy in the United States, the types of food that you like to eat, your little special things. Like for me was cold brew coffee. That was a huge thing for me. When I got here, that does not exist. That was a little traumatizing, not really, but it was very bad for me. Even because the creamer.
The creamer.
I always had cold brew coffee. I think we even did a video on that when we lived in Arkansas. We were shopping in Walmart, and I'm holding up my. I'm gonna insert that video right here. You can see holding up my favorite cold brew coffee brand, and when I got here, it just does not exist. The creamer that I use does not exist. Other things that are just like really basic that a lot of people do use, sour cream. They have cream here, but it's not the same. To me, it tastes more like just milk. So you kind of have to kind of add stuff to it to make it taste like sour cream that you typically get in the United States. Things like blueberries. The closest place that I could get blueberries was 3 hours away in different cities. And there's just a lot of things. Also, unscented stuff. Toilet paper, soap, just so many things. Everything has like a smell to it. And, you know, a lot of people who are sensitive to that kind of thing, you know, it's just really bad. So it was hard for me to find unscented toilet paper, unscented soap, and just a lot of stuff. Is there anything you can think of?
Yeah, my protein.
Oh, yeah, that's
this
right.
This is another huge thing. And you remember in the United States, I consume a lot of
all
protein.
The time.
And had different kind of brand.
Yeah.
Here, only have one, but it's 3 hours I go for.
Far away from us, protein
yeah.
drinks and.
Yeah, and they're supposed selling here like milk having supposed high protein, but no, it's the same.
Yeah.
Just it's regular milk. Yeah, it's very low, very low. And another, the bread.
Oh,
the bread.
Mexican bread.
Yeah, you know, here in Mexico, it's very traditional. You wake in the morning. That's from my family. Yeah, I believe like a lot family in this in the south. I don't know if in north the same. In whole Mexico is like that way. You wake in the morning, you have your coffee and your conchas, las conchitas, el pan dulce, the bread, and you can start enjoying your morning with coffee. So I grown up like that way.
Yeah.
Having bread in the morning with my coffee.
Yeah, he used to tell me about this all the time. About
Of course, I was a little, my childhood. I has been here, enjoying that. So I went to United States, and I went to Mexican store, and always I was believing, no, does not taste the same. It was different, but
variety.
Yeah, and of course, very good bread, big size, and so many. And I don't know where to start. And always, every time eating that bread, always I remember my childhood. I remember when having my bread, coffee in Mexico. I wish, always say to myself, and finally, when the time coming, I come back to Mexico.
You expected the bread to be just
I expected the bread be each corner. No, it's like that way. It's very hard to get a bread for me. Oh, when I get a bread, it's that kind of bread like don't have flour. I just put
it's like flat or something.
It's sometimes big. When I put it inside the coffee, disappear.
Yeah.
Just like a paper.
And how many times have you bought bread and it was like a day old? They always give the old bread.
Yeah, that's another bad habit.
That was a huge
people
disappointment
people
for him.
from business.
Yeah.
Like the bread not selling on the same day.
Yeah.
Just save it for tomorrow. If not selling tomorrow, for another day.
No, in the United States, if it doesn't sell within a day, they get rid of it. Here they I guess it's less wasteful, of course, but a lot of people don't want stale bread.
Like for me, I love bread. I like it fresh. And I am very specific about bread. I've been in so many places here. No. I cannot find that place.
Still can't find. We've been here almost 2 years.
Yeah, still I cannot find the right place, like making very good bread.
And remember, we are far away from the cities, so we understand that in the cities like Mexico City, Merida, Campeche, Playa del Carmen, all the bigger cities, we know that they have tons of bread stores. We realize that, but we are far, far away from anything like that.
Yeah. Number 4. Making sure you don't have a car accident. Okay. It's very important. I had experience and I want to share with everybody. I take Jessica to the airport and we need to be on the road like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, so
5 in the morning.
Early.
Yeah, we crossing one city, but the city was in construction. The freeway was in construction. The road was very, very like just one line.
Yeah. And it was terrible, like we explained before. The roads were terrible, plus it was,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we crossing the city. It was on the round like 2 or 3 in the morning. We driving crossing. We so be careful, and there was car behind us. A few cars. Or I'm not expecting. A guy went and crashed behind me. He hit very hard the car. So I went out, and good thing he just stopped. And he coming to me, we talk, and we see like it just was the bumper and the back car, and but I don't pay because it was 3 in the morning. I don't pay attention like everything around, just was in my side. So I talked with him. I told about what we're going to do right now, and he say, you know, he thinking for few minutes, for few seconds, he thinking like, but the insurance. I have insurance. He told me he had insurance, but you know, here in Mexico, everything I've been learning, nobody had insurance.
Probably most people don't have insurance here.
He started told me, if I call my insurance, the insurance not going coming now. It's gonna take hours to come in. We need to wait. He told me we need to wait like, you know, probably like 8 or 10 in the morning, and I was running by time. I need to be at the airport like 5 in the morning. In that moment, I spent my 2 hours just waiting for insurance. If he said he had insurance, so
and the cops aren't going to come.
Oh, and then I told him I won't call the cop. He can,
the police,
you know,
but they don't do that here like in the United
don't
States.
do
You
it
can't
like
just
this.
call a police and make a statement. They, you know, do everything that you're going to need to give the insurance company. That does not work here.
That no work here. The only thing I want to do, calling the police in that moment, make it worse the situation. The only thing do police here, take it away both car. Because when the police coming, only thing to do the police go asking, insurance? No, nobody had insurance? Okay, he just take it the both car. He don't do a report, no do nothing.
You
he
don't
just
get
take
just a ticket for having no insurance and go to court later. No, they're just going to take
that
your
thing
car.
no work like here. In that area no work like that way. So, you know, I started thinking the situation because it was a time. My time was running. So, and I told the guy, so what we going to do, you know? But so finally we coming to something like he said he going to pay me. He just paid me 500 pesos. You know, that's not cover.
Definitely
nothing.
doesn't cover
Nothing.
the
You know,
damage.
so we're talking about 500 pesos like $30.
But the thing is, if he did, it's either that or nothing, because there's no other way you're going to get paid for the damage to your car, and you're the one that causes the accident. Make sure you carry extra money with you to pay for the damages right then and there, because it's not like
that
this
is
in
the way
United
work.
States.
That is the way it work here in Mexico. Make sure always carry a cash.
Cash is king.
That is your insurance.
Yeah, yeah. And
Cash.
we're not even sure how the insurance stuff works here. We don't know, so we can't really comment on that.
But for sure, this is your insurance. Cash. Make sure always carry a cash, because cash is going to rescue you. So, and then, so finally we walk away from there. We went away happy. I went sad, you know, but better than nothing.
Yeah, better than nothing. You're just going to have to suck it up when you have an accident here. So that's why he said don't have a car accident. It's kind of hard to not have a car accident if something happens, but because it's just not, it's not the same. You're gonna lose a lot.
Very different. Like here to United States, very different. Like here in the United States, you happen something like that, you call the police take a report about what happened, you know, and don't worry, like there, it's gonna take away your car. You already know that. And no, police just make sure you have your license, insurance, everything is fine. Everybody walk away happy, you know, with no problem. But here, oh no.
Okay, a quick recap. Things not to do in Mexico, part 1. Number 1, don't travel without toilet paper and pesos for the public toilets.
5 pesos.
5 pesos.
Number 2, you bring a new car, you decide to bring a new car, make sure you bring a 2 tire for your car.
Number 3, don't come here and expect to find all of your brands and even the same kind of foods that you normally ate when you were in the United States.
Number 4, make sure you don't have a car accident.
And that's it. So we're going to do another one of these videos later, and we're going to be titling it Part 2.
Because we have so much to
we
share.
have plenty
To
more.
share because the time we've been living here, we need sharing our experience to everybody.
Yeah, and we're going to do some about what not to do in the United States as well, if you ever plan to go there.
Yeah.
Okay, until next time.